Elphaba shows up to rescue some animals that were forced into labor, and the flying monkeys pursue her. This alerts everyone that the Wicked Witch of the West is back. She gets back to her hideout and thinks of ways to make everyone see that their wizard is a liar and a fraud. Glinda is now known as Glinda the Good, and she is liked by everyone, as usual. Madame Morrible gives her a new mode of transportation, a bubble that makes people believe it is moved by magic. She also presents her with a wand that makes her look like a real witch. She remembers one of her childhood birthdays, where she was worried about her lack of magic, but her mom told her to just smile, and people would love her for that. She arrives at the opening ceremony of the new Oz, where she is welcomed by Fiyero, who is now the new captain of the army assembled to catch the witch. To his surprise, he is informed of his engagement to Glinda, and everyone is happy to hear that. Fiyero takes her aside to express his concern about the lies being spread about Elphaba, but Glinda convinces him to just play along, as people are looking to her to raise their spirits. Elphaba appears in the sky, trying to signal to the Ozians by writing the words "Your wizard lies," but before anyone could see it, Madame Morrible changes it to Oz dies to further turn the people against her. Elphaba runs away, being chased by the flying monkeys, and hides somewhere that the soldiers led by Fiyero couldn't see her. She gets back to her hideout, angry that even Fiyero has joined everyone else. Nessa takes over from her father as governor and Bach is with her. He asks that they should break up, and she agrees to let him go, telling him that they'll still see each other. Bach gets to the train station and finds out that he can't leave without a permit to travel, put in place by Nessa, so he has no option than to go back. Elphaba is flying over Oz and finds the animals trying to leave Oz. She persuades them to stay and join them in the fight, but they are scared for their lives, so she has no option but to let them leave. Elphaba comes to visit her sister, asking for help with the animals, but Nessa is very angry with her for abandoning her when their father died. Elphaba uses her powers to lift Nessa's spirit, with the help of the Grimoire. Bach comes in and asks Nessa for leave to go pour out his heart to Glinda, as she's getting married. Nessa then attempts to use the Grimoire to make Bach love her, but instead, she shrinks his heart. Elphaba tries her best to repair what Nessa has done, and she turns him to a creature that doesn't need a heart. Bach comes out and wants to hurt Nessa for doing this to him, but she tells him that it was all Elphaba's doing. Elphaba goes to visit Glinda on her wedding night, and Glinda offers to help her mend things with the wizard, but she disagrees. She goes to meet the wizard alone and Glinda meets her there. She tells the wizard to tell everyone at the wedding that he's a fraud, and he says that even if he did, they would not believe him, as the people like something they can believe in. They ask her to join forces with them, as they would be unstoppable if they do. She says she would accept if the wizard proves himself to her, by not making the animals the enemy anymore and releasing the flying monkeys. He agrees and the monkeys fly away with their newly found freedom. History comes back and shows her that there are more animals in captivity. The wedding is going on, and everyone important is there, while Elphaba finds that even her former teacher is held captive by the wizard. She gets angry and releases all of them, telling them to run. This disrupts the wedding as the animals are trying to get to safety. Fiyero stops Elphaba from killing the wizard, and then points his gun at the wizard, telling him to get into the cage while they leave together. Glinda feels betrayed and heartbroken that she just lost both her friend and her man. She suggests that they use her sister to draw her out and capture her. Elphaba takes Fiyero to her hideout and they have an intimate moment together, as they love each other. Madame Morrible uses her powers to create a tornado intended to kill Nessa, and Elphaba sees a vision of her sister in danger, but is unable to do anything to stop it. The next day, Glinda is there to support the survivors of the incident, and gives out Nessa's shoes. Elphaba shows up to pay respects to her dead sister and is interrupted by Glinda. Elphaba tells her that Fiyero never loved her and Glinda slaps her. They get into a fight and the guards use the opportunity to arrest Elphaba. Fiyero shows up, pointing a gun at Glinda, so that the guards release Elphaba and it works. He tells Elphaba to leave and the monkeys to protect her, while he is captured. Elphaba, scared of what they would do to Fiyero, casts a spell that makes him to be immortal, and to not feel pain. Then she makes a decision to embrace the wickedness that she is called, and never to do a good deed again. The wizard and Madame Morrible send some people led by Bach after Elphaba, and they start a riot to burn the witch. Glinda can't take it anymore, so she goes to persuade Madame Morrible to stop. She finds out that Madame Morrible was the one actually behind the death of Nessa. Madame Morrible tells her to do what she does best, that is to smile and shut up. She puts on a disguise and goes to meet Elphaba. She tells Elphaba that they're coming for her, and Elphaba tells her of her decision to surrender. She tells Elphaba to run away, as she can't be found there with her. Glinda offers to tell everyone the truth, but Elphaba discourages her, as they would just turn against her too. Elphaba gives her the grimoire, asking her to learn to use it, as she can't be good with just a word, it has to mean something. Elphaba takes her to a room to hide while they come for her. Glinda watches from the room how she is defeated and how she melts. After everything had died down, Glinda comes out of the room, crying that her friend is gone, and one of the flying monkeys shows her the bottle that belonged to Elphaba's mother. Glinda takes the bottle to the wizard, and the wizard realizes that he is the biological father of Elphaba. Glinda tells him that he would be leaving Oz today, and he should make something up, since he's good at that. She also goes to Madame Morrible's room and shows her the latest development. She then makes the monkey take her away. She is now the one at the top and goes to spread encouragement to the people and animals of Oz. A changed Fiero comes over to take Elphaba out of where she was hiding, because she was, in fact, not dead, and together, they leave Oz. The grimoire finally accepts Glinda and she is now able to read from it and perform magic.